be massage ne kama pa na ebe to penny na no ase e de ama afi wo fractured bone but your word dress say we so unko say we de massage na we de twitwi no e your herbal lotion and pay say we ma won sa e kebe very very effective and efficacious and I don't pay for job I was general body pain for the massage here the two pain in and was say at the mouth arthritis and how I gain and but you have an open wound after I check and don't pay when you show some herbal lotion and the stress so I didn't a chin compare a shit I say Pay about some Kessben supermarkets are holding herbal shops are holding any pharmacies are holding eton a year yom herbal lotion watch about some Kessben now one cause I'll be the one dance a pain reliever Kessben a tropical herbal medicine a for external use only I don't pay open to do more to watch out for one more on 0244 730 295 0244 730 295 and after 0302 945 146 0302 954 945 146 0302 945 146 now when they a year deals generation enterprise that are company limited in the Encomo. They are the producers of Yum Herbal Lotion. And I'll pay money or money in Encomo. But your eclipse could not trouble the grand channel per million in Encomo, me more money, for your property or that. Via documentation, they are told property this one. And I'll pay this is the child to maximize the benefits of your property document and keep. But your Fabra, one more the bay year, now I feel what to your commission and one more. I'll pay Pentempa. Now, when the eclipse will traumatic for Enquire Juma and Mo. Pacho, Benya with Japadi and Kratas on Faso. I feel would hear me, Pacho, open say you're breaking credits no at the mouth. Open loan facility from a commercial bank, yet you do not have the required valuable collateral. I don't pay Pacho, Eclipse at that room, and they will help assist you with collateral. I don't ever Buama won't say to me, I can't see car will share anymore. Eclipse collateral management side, don't pay me more money. Sabra, that be who when you own medium for how Ning I know a 2 meter. I don't pay for a year at the Antonio side. Come on, a year maybe Moses Hospital. And what dental barrier. But your corner do one more info DM. So one more on 0543832466 0543832466. That when an eclipse collateral management taking command of pay, think safety and a decent income. I don't pay me no any encomo. Over but you to me card up here Maakye Kessben Suni.
Me yo so me chia ejefo nyina.
Ejefo nyina so ejo so ye dasin so side up waje so na wapom ye de.
Then me ya cha me ngitem.
Very well. Yeah, that's it. I don't pay so far. Now, first of all, the processes leading to the removal of a chief justice as part of Ghana's, constitutional provisions. Then we need to get a better education on this. And then at any point in time, Rebecca said there is a petition to the president. The key procedure, NSA to follow.
I say we in your first time will be a job petition.
Okay.
And I say I attempt to be Chief Justice. So if the Kwame Appiah Kubi, you Chief Justice.
Okay.
You too Kwame Appiah Kubi, you Chief Justice. to Buzi a Chief Justice. The Chief Justice there, a position be and yet idea and Mukuta air ding into Mobia and yet in who and the consul. Na process no more than
okay.
Na constitution is actually Article 146 and actually say be at the Mwafo if we almost so and they say Ebia one bobra one the winning.
Of I bet me the bro for that frafra, Mr.
When the winning the Wakoya Bibia and same patterns of the Wakoya Bonnie misbehavior. Stated misbehavior.
Okay.
The misbehavior, and I would be a bit me about a Wako bribe. A bit me about self. Wako cancer and some who or baby, and friends saying, Nema says, to any bako. And now Wako di Wako Boko, and on the material, and I Wako di friends that's a true and not business. Number I feel so I knew about and a be so or her. And I said, Bibia and Kessben 1 year. And I said, Bibia so we 1 year ni the friend of commission and omission. Commission or omission. So who got Bibina 1 year ni and also awesome.
Okay.
The time boy so we are not 1 year so and also awesome. A bit me agent so I bit me a free friends would be also. Sunday here. They say no, and no issue no. Say bia yare ana bunam yare ana say adwemu yare so kanwa.
Okay.
A bit me agent no so you free adwumanu so we Chief Justice.
Now, the air bay is based on the fact it's nipa bi mo a yenya hu wo mo ana atrokrata e de akoma omampanyin in the form of petition na mikita constitution no okan 146 clause 6 no article 146 clause 6 also where the petition is for the removal of the Chief Justice, the president shall, acting in consultation with the Council of State, appoint a committee consisting of 2 justices of the Supreme Court, one of whom shall be appointed chairman by the president, and 3 other persons who are not members of the Council of State, nor members of Parliament, nor lawyers. And I mean 146 no clear. Now, what is the meaning, the real meaning to this particular clause under Article 146? Because for now, that is what we are told. Sir, there is a petitioner about paying a swear.
What Kaya? Kessben. A petition be. So, Chief Justice in Frio. No, so one the reason that former president the Shemo or the mass Council of State or Moshemo can say. But some no in I know yes and as a moon you do I begin as well between media to Chief Justice and say yeah you know. And say I know as some now President Diako Dives was
Council of State.
Council of State no. Omo now, one who said, engineer, so Papa be woman, a bonus of board. Now, I refer a committee now, a bit in answer.
And to the Atiana say, Penya making reference to the Council of State, you know, as I said, Council of State, you know, having a prima facie issue and our case. And some more
preliminary investigation now was almost
okay.
Almost some now the president no. Again, so no a mood and I say her. I some her there and I just say but president uncle form a committee of inquiry committee be as on to Chief Justice.
Now Of a matter of one, no see, mammy. Now we'll go so I'll come with me.
See, I am in so now. Go for Judicial Society Chief Justice. You can't question the.
Okay. Now, over clause 7, and 8, or say the committee appointed under clause 6 of this article shall inquire into the petition and recommend to the president whether the chief justice ought to be removed from office. Clause 6 goes further to state that all proceedings. I don't know, 7 number can now, Otuasuko 8 now, or say all proceedings under this article shall be held in camera. Yes, and the justice or a chairman against whom the petition is made is entitled to be heard in his defense by himself or by a lawyer or other expert of his choice. And this is what 7 and 8 then so eka say as I said recommendation never.
Almost a petition.
Okay. And that and no one is a what petition nikeke as I said wa we petition no unyina so nti a wo ka asasem no na wo trust krata no edifa chief justice no wonso be ba be dia dance de wadanse
we dia dance now a friend saying we dia dance na say a dance no e pefe say chief justice aye boni bia na akoyesa nti osisi ano asem nyandu baby awo and then fiti ase no na said the emra no so kire no say asem test abeto president anima and this is ojujen so why na so the ma reference a council of state
okay
nti say and they said it president chief justice asem na to be business nti na oil na ejuma no. You see, the president shall, upon receiving a petition, refer the matter to the Council of State, or shall act in consultation with the Council of State. Until or the Assembly called Council of State now, Council of State in Besham, now Omar advising said there, obey. And he said, time now, Kwame Appiah time now, President, sorry, ABBI, the OPEC. When now, President Namuson, Nicola Swano, or Namuno.
Now, your lordship, way aye, Grofosa Abayasa, ye, or yes, the national security above fee, your very careful or near mem. Ninidano people are of the belief, we know a politically motivated because before President Akufo-Addo be free, so no, there was a petition of that sort a bar ya wo mo hwehwe mu no omampanyin se chief justice no enye hwe onko so enye nadwuma then in less than 2 to 3 months another petition being asanso aba against the very same officer before the exit of the former president people believe say a politically motivated.
I know Yemra. I know Yemra. The president, you know, or Dimra nature pepe.
Okay.
I said, me the caricature. You name Asema war petitions be son.
Yes.
Say, yeah, Kokwa Zandi by na, you got a boat to go na Masan de Aba. Yedina, you name say. Nipas will Nipa be as on wasam. And some knows a bit maybe brave. Me to make access is here no nipa me nsan na asemba akoso.
Okay.
And I say almost
no bet me are different.
Very can be very different. We understand the viewpoint. Nti me gina their ex-president here no so emfa and yes ejuma.
Now the concerns again, no, and it's say Ghanaians are very advanced in terms of young governance, and they say Womudi Omweni Ebedi and somewhere to say no actually Edientia petition be to say Eba, we don't want to bring it out for the Ghanaian people to know what is actually contained in the petition. Is it against the law? And I say something as I see you keeping in secret.
What can I say? The hearing should be held in camera. In camera, interest will be anti. Copy say baby or something. And yet, Ubi, our dishes so much. Constitution say that all the positions should be held in camera. Camera no just and just
about one thing. But so many people believe say Ekobani say you follow due process. I follow the Emranwa can so na ebewiase no say Ekobani say ye chief justice no ankasa ampa. So boni nyina so bebo aban ne omampanyin a wote so. Simply because Ghanaians did not get to understand the content of the entire petition, but process has been followed. Would that be a fair judgment on the government? Should we travel that length to see to the end?
Oh, sir, my friend saying Chief Justice position,
yes.
Position kasi pa. Nti nuwa sem basa na enye fese ye bitwino abonten so. Kopem say e person ndi hu say ampani ampa wa ye boni bi. Ansa na edi ato abonten mo bi atedi ntia ye sa. Nti asem no abese de edi asem o. O petition bia beba abekan asem ne atuto na no.
Very well. Now,
committee but to now. Yes, I did as a man kasa. So I dance for a better dance for number. Almost will be a come myself. Until 7 up president, I take it to say,
okay. Now, and you might say, Basia, judiciary, no, I had a hammer drink kakrana.
Now, one opinion, I how are you? Any idea? The idea I have a painful duty. Painful duty as a president to perform. President did not do.
I see.
Painful. Every woman have a painful duty, no. And your pleasurable duty, sir, will be acquired by an hour to national man. And yes, and that from Keke. Indeed, also Eddie Aboteri, Eddie Mran also prepare for Kosi and you. And see.
Okay. Okay. Your Lordship, I'm highly grateful.
Okay. All right.
Thank you. And His Lordship, Adabedeno Eddie and Komono, Court of Appeal Judge, retired, speaking to us and on the petition Abba for the removal of the Chief Justice, His Lordship Justice Isaac Delali Dose Adabedeno Eddie and Komono. So those are the constitutional provisions under Article 146, Clause 6, 7, 8, and what kind of the procedures. Saniamba we no esia SSA yetime efaso. And those are the conversations that happen. And statement, But as we speak this morning, there's also something happening in the energy sector. Now, over 1,300 containers. Ayera yenhu actually kwai. I report. Yabetna haka say ECG over 3,000 containers are wamwa kradiaba. Demorage in for the last 3 years. Was 1.5 million Ghana cedis. Na achiwomo. A good tema porter. 3 years in the intimate clear. Containers are amounted to over 13 billion Ghana cedis. Yede Ghana fosika akradiaba. And that minister Esa Kachre said over 1,300 out of the 3,000 containers, yehu kra yehu baby a containers no afa enti womo e water port ye adwuma wo ho agent call ya womo ko clear ne ade ne nyina no minister say or trokrata e de aba IGP ene the police adwuma e ko do say womo ko ye hwehwemu na baby a containers na fa na rebo container ya de a yetim de hye botom DP ana hey kroba oh my be the container a school bag ye de boy yachi e di dwane yehu 1,300 one more to me at containers na famu makoma 1,300 or that's an ibia say what ne port ho one more trefa mu nyina no people are telling us that they don't know yay and you many bi ho no ma ukoka ho asem sisi a wanya asem enti port na ye adwuma ho no na afrempon Yeni CCTV cameras and monitor portal. National security for now, they are the final people you meet before you exit the port and sign a container ne pay. Womu nyina wo ho, womu wo ho na report. Womu nyina wo ho se womu nim baby 1,300 containers nafa. Now in fact 1,300 containers no edie na womu ntia containers na ira. Containers 1,300 no die na womu ntia saa containers na timi ayira oba na se a ye hwehwe containers na yehu enye mienu nye baako 1,300. Or might be part of anything. Government. Huh? 40-feet containers and 40-feet containers. And no, a yapano brodo, ah, ubu mienu one of the show botoma, ye, and Tinia Renwa Yehuno. How? Nabri Benson or much containers in the defense. Trailer Ben, Nipa Ben or so, no, or take port one man, having po. All country container and the free port one man. Obetimi aso a container no wabra one fancy castle. Enti cars ni pie na, trailers ni pie na, one de containers ni pie no. Obia no ho port ho no ma wo so ohun se ye de those containers no pie. Obia so onim. Adwuma hyehyɛ pa de in fact, mummy anka no kra no man mumu pa adwuma hyehyɛ ankasa. Enti containers na yira. Yehu containers no. Baby a container we yakose bi ebeboa minister no manehu. Arebo, yebeboa ma ECG containers no mo de aba. Se eye smuggling so na mo ankasa mo de aye mo niema na mo de ba ye nti mo ye ni se ya. Yebehwehwem. I mean how? 1,300 containers there. There yira wabra ye nim baby a containers ne ko. And then container na nya wo dia o. Na everybody, o kra niema de ba container na nya wo dia ontoye. Enti wo niema na ewom no ukoyi wo niema ni wi a, you must return the container. Enti eno so amba. Na omo the containers ni ko e omo an return you containers na amba. Logical reasoning. Questions wey questions as a support for the year. Na mumienko Ghana Shippers Authority. Now, report, your Shippers Authority will be able to identify the shipping line. Containers no eye womo dia. Na ye misa shipping line say containers na womo de buy na say yes ayira no. Are they in hold of those containers ada? Say a message for the end womo de buy ya. We should go and ask them. The shipping lines are operating in the country. Yanko bisom. The institution that womo ye mandate so be regulating the shipping lines. Ghana Shippers Authority. Professor Jampo should be able to tell us. The investigation must be able to reveal some of these things to us. Now, and then yes, 1,300 containers. Ira for ever. 1,300. Yay. Yes, you said you ma ukroma. Mupeo.
Kessben.
Na container no adikodia potia. Government e wo container ni mu the content of the container. Ama yenhu almost half of the 3,000 container. E ho asem na ye ka no. Mo sa ayira. Ekro we pa the due diligence the mom yenye kakra. Why? Ni enka no kra nkyere ye. Na keji wa ni kra mo ka asem we kyere no a won ni. Alote container no be daira. Nipa ye adwuma wo port ho 24 hours a day. Cameras esi so, light esi so, CCTV cameras esi so. There are security checkpoints. Okay? Would duty ni ubi biya we kura na raven bon. Ube go through security checks. Your best kind of containers no one after the other. Ehu nieme wo container ni mu nyina. And sana finally national security last stop. Ube ko omo clearance and sana container no a PDF report wo still musi container no mu baby afa. And we are in this country yet me track container no from ports. Once the port exiting, we are able to track the containers to the final destination. na afenpo se container ni kokumasi a yetimi track di akira kokumasi. There is a tracker said ye be a container no entimi anyira won't be miti bibia systems we nyina wo yet yes 1300 containers ye hu enti wan kasa enkomo ye ayedi anopai emro wa adwene wonti ase so container enye keten watimi abobɔ container yasa ayira yan fancy trailer so obi ase wa hu se nipa so de bebo na bombo bebo choboy e de call ya we do not know yet we are being told say container no ayira and it's almost as if say we don't have a choice, we should take it like that ayira na ayira eno anu no
Kessben.
yati why amen ko ye adwuma yimbra na onyonko so ho akiri no na afenpon asem ne ho ankofa sem ma na na no memre da ne kwasi ada na me ni obi edi nkomo ana me ka se ekro we mu ayete no na eye settings yen hye dan hye adwuma ne yenye ni se ekro ma na me catch no straight say eye branding enkra ha na nkrofo te na branding no yen package ne ma ade ne looking nice. Hey, a branch here, yes, who are 40 years. Over pon. Purpose in the aba, and you na maker. O dini birthday, effect, and your ma why you come up. A branch here, yes, I didn't say, oh, yeah, young man, I am man, yes, I did. And paying for now, we need about 2 women now, was one of your role models, you know. Woman, yes, I didn't you. The role models are not doing that because they know how terrible this system are you operating in this country, the city. When you hear crowd deliberately, the politicians somewhere, they will no business all your cry anytime. They will find a way of coming after you. And we saw how we treated #1 in this country. #1 te hono obi koye investment na ni sika so a. Say no to ya. Na everybody me boy. Until say buy na be ka che so #1 timi ntua na ese ana koye deda nkrofo famu awu nkrofo famu ahwe wo investment nyina. The government never thought of a juba na #1 na create dabi na #1 is no more nkrofo mu sika ko shame wo mu dwetre adwuma wo mu aye omo de koye investment nyina na everybody ni nyina ahye abaya ntua taku ne sempo amobia. Was a 40 years celebrity gargantually. Now kofa Nigeria for artists nyina de ombegu kroma. Yetwa your friend is saying private jet. Hey, mama come as I'm rich, you be kwa koye adwuma enye me na maka. Me say aba, me ni ho nkomo. Now when you influence on the youth, pressure abato youth ni so kroma, ma yenye scan yesu yenya 30 ayen celebrity. Yenka ho aseme, na da yesuro. Now, we are unable to explain certain wealth at certain point in time. And we celebrate it. This is the country we live in. You had pressure about 2 Chroma last weekend here. And Nigeria was a more freezy accounting. Everybody, one must so far investigation reveals over 30 million Ghana cedis. In terms of taxes, yay, one baby and one free Abu Boba. Abu Boba was spending over $400,000. David Onkwa a private jetter when he free Los Angeles, the Bell Chroma. Hey, we'll be tuneful. Why? Muntu Richard Nia Makwefu, Muntuneful. Why a young man or a bright future, Muntuneful. Why? Boys in the dear Sikad won't be deal, that report. Boys in the pesho, one show pen, one girls say, oh, Chroma. One show pen here, and to ya, the other crowd, one muntu for Papa Bia. Pempenyin fo a wo mo adwini mu abobe no mo ntuofo na wonya ye kra ye se waye o wonya ye se waye odi mo akobisa
Kessben
we ka ye Richard ya obese be kan wasem da dede sa cover bomb odi 40 years nso a wontimi celebrate said ya ko yi celebrate you what the pressure na abeto so sa wo kroba everybody pressure nko kro we mu package ne pressure yento pressure mamu social media de what is social media ne so de ne ho nto da ye bo pressure sa ya ba be ye ni say ayi di say ye say wo so mo ye auditing the companies ni nyina wo mo hwe say wo tua senate man workers workers ni bi nso asase e kasa say I mean salary crew de mo nya ni ade the financial intelligence you from say bureau right center na freezing account nyina ko free pon wo mo freezing nyina and the birthday is a wuntua obi aka nwie ya wo bo be ye event ni ade wuntua mo ka nwie ya account no ntimi nkom yeah boys ni Judicial de boa mo kotua wo mo ka wo mo ebe provide services ni ade nyina se so clear obi a ya kosie do no why you fa tuye hofo Kessben and anya 50 years ama anya sa o enko high jubilee house so ko di birthday wo ho enya sa ade now yes ade that they will come after you
.com
I mean ya juma we mra na ye ni nkomo wa ha na baby I can't freeze it ni free ba no anu odin oh one more ID kro so kro ni one birthday sa na be do birthday sa ahoye akundi passe tabo my way mo waba tedi na ye de wo ye allo tesere mama nya djuma imra na me mama bedwafo na che emma wo mo akwa hwe koji akoya usa ye ho abedi we anim ezi I record a video of our was in Kobo Embra about the prostate center. I don't play of a crowd, but remember that na member that come over matching.
And the pay the chief for me at the or Majimre H and Kessben and the pay. Said there in about Tampa prostate center. Yajuman says you put it at the Ankwa. Enu na yankopon adome yama he ama ye ho aduro a edi tu ya de na se de enya nim no ntisa ne pemi wo ha na enu ho asam na enu nkomo na ye ba bedie de tell say positive ya de a ye mema nkwa na ye omo titu mema edi be se 40 years eko na anu no po ye ka positive a ye hunam akwa bi a e beta eju so twa no ho na enu mu na dudu banya edi ju so ko ye be mamu no enam ngopon ye mama because ewo adwuma a edi ne adwuma edi ni se oba ne be mahia sa se suspense no ba oba no ho ba ba ne be mamu be ko oba no ho a project no din so bi boa suspense se de be ye betumi nante ama ne ho ya akọ aye de adwuma se de efata enti mama nkwa na ngopon bo ma ye na sa ho ne makwa no ene ho ne makwa ho nipadua mu a ewo ha no atumi hono ehono abo friend enlargement na ehono a edizuzaso pi na manipa nzuzaso kra wi ko wi se ebetumi ajo nkwa efunsem na nzuzaso edi kampa ne se mama wajo so pi anajo se positive no hono a mama wajo so pi anajo oju ekutato aso saa bedu bebi no afese junso kan na se wa ma ho ya ha na ojunso gu ho nti se ojunso kan wa se ntampa na se otumi junso instant no a ana so se ewumu a junso kan na ko jasa ojunso a be family kakra ase de junso mpese ba no be chim kakra san junso na ba ewumu a ojunso a junso na ahonde ewo junso na chi enka se ede junso na ba no na swate ne se bi ka se pressure de achi no akofom omua behena junso kan na se junso wetia kan won ti se junso kan nso na wajunso gu hu ana so se betuma osisi ayo ya omama sam betuma kofom betuma wajunso boja na sa nsusansu we na no didin sa bedu baby no na fe na ojunso na kawaya so one day udakro beso so ojunso beso na ojunso na kawaya se na esese ya do hospital na show roba na sa ya de we ya de bia agbofun se de ni ho duro a tu ase o hospital duro homa abofo aye a de hwe no eye tamsulosin hydrochloride and finasteride sa ya ndo menu de any say manage junso no a ma wo junso pi no nti se wokọ eba ne sa ne se wo pentam ko hospital sa ya de do ne ma wo de ma wo a enu nche se ebetu ya na se relax muscles na wo bladder no ni prostate gland no mo se de be ya ojunso na ojunso pi na eden asobeti amna ko fom to ahwe ne obejuso ya mo odua mo ho nto prostate se abubu no beka se shrink ya ya na se because kase na ye nti etwa se eden ajuju ba form ansa na enu aduro de enu ho sa enu aduro na nu nyankopon ayemado ma mo aduro a shrink prostate na ayekese no ama sansusu so amobodi ni na no eden aka wo no nti se wonum aduro no a de ene se ajuju efensen prostate na ayekese no ama ni sini kwanda dam afi na dwonso na wonso pii ni susu ama mabodi ni na yen ni na afiro na tese yade wade etu ase na mama ye batampa police center edem sonko because most of the time when you ba makache no be did as ba obuka tumbu sam say doctor na yade we yen susumu yade na ma hwere dimi busan ma hwere ni din aka chense da be susumu because mrs identity busam sa o say o started mo chinchin be wakọ bebre anu no ndo bebre so yade na eden se enko ena ma chene se ampa ehun aduro eni ho simple sa na we na enko pa mo adum a ama ma aduro a me de hwe abanfo nti waba ha ho beto ampa so mama na aduro beko no na aye adansidi na enije nti de kakra metumi aka ne sesi ane se obi biala wo sati be nsunsun so ma bobodi se wo sati be man so ko hospital ya scan no am so prostate a man ku ba bia pamachi akwan man onitifo enkoka se bia o ene yanum fo no aba omundo omo anu de ejiji kofosi kaniti mo dwe se bia sa so na me tie da bi wo ba makachi a mamu aduro nyame adom wo beto ma prostate na ekese no be twetwe amna bo wo ni to oba be testo e be scan e machines wo e be scan wo scan wo be meka result na chiro mu edo ko no mba so a e be scan wo be hu so prostate iden abafom entinu menye akoyusam bi na medi no krepa wo ye be makachi ni nim sa no kro ya meken ti se wo sa ti be ni mu a men ko ba bia pa machi akwan de bia meka se obi wo prostate na obi wo prostate no obi che o chemi mechi akwan a atade kase pa obi tumi da ma wono no because enye easy sa so obi nye obi a also opposite do a dudu no kase opposite do enye edoni ejeje edwedwi efense udonso ana odwedwi anu but supposed to be shinking normalize the baby ko fi bra ba manche obi ko oba onu akwa ni test baby no oja aba oba mi se okay no mama ne do ko ba ya onu asan ko test me ka do sofu bi oba na onu ne ba onu ne ba ye nurse ndo omba no omo ye scan ne ba ye oba na me hwe scan no so okay 148 centimeter cube inside ne kase no and I'm so okay man do ko ye da krom wo ha oba ni ka doctor sofu no ho aba omanyaje oba am so o maka omu madu ni am ko test ye no aba 98 no te say eba form se papa no last time I buy wife entunu me tell me kase me what positive do a me kase me bo can with the conviction say no kase me do a me suppose to what me kan men town twema yade no endodo enkwani mu bebebe ansa na waba what me kan yi twanamo na bra oba o beto me no ma ye 0553 800 678 0553 800 678 and so na me wo your friend saying kaswa yenya no kaswa yenya no kan kwantempo so be di fifi prat last stop oba o beto na se me ka mo obi ata se post to me ya dia da form ya dia ekuni papa eti se na de mi hu se esanse hu adu ni enye ho saa ntino se post statu a ti se de wudini atu etu e so so opo otuo wutu mutan obekun because ya de no wutu chinchi a wunya anu aduro de yanti de man de bia meka se so bi so opposite do chemi oboa e na bia meka se Africa omo yi nipa 3 e opposite adura make am be because adura to me single positive normalize there and that simple since I what mean can you say be am the man na can say me check keke me kan ni bi so say wo ba ho beto unu bi ana papa bi una ne bi wadanfo bi unu bi so o sata di tibemia fam no ma no 0553 800 678 0553 800 678 na fa no ma no se sia ye wo branches ye wo agents Kumasi
okay
person de Kumasi ni West Region no ma wo Kumasi no ma ni 0249 another 49 61 66 0249 another 49 61 66 the Western Region no money 0246 04 34 58 0246 04 34 58 obi amfa sa no nsam dama mu na obi a uti so obi was at benimu a isi akwese esa se yare ni edro sa ni ntino do na wo ho a yado no edokro omo a omuni boafo ti uti menka phenomenon mo bia onim so wo sati benimu se de be ya beboa madasa a wo sati benimu film because yade ndi kodewe yade kodewe pa nti se wuti wo sati benimu a men friend dia fo fan tutufom wuti min kabra na wo ba wo beto wo ba be test o amojo wa wo tun so be sati benimu na wo be hu se wa wo beto wi dem se wo nya hunto nti se na ti ha na me
Go TV at channel 121 and free to air.
What now was exactly.
So
that's what I'm saying that if you are serious as a company, as GRA,
I'm so the car.
And I think so. Munimi say these are companies operating. You're supposed to go there and do a tax estimate every year. And I think so. I said you should have people on the field that the number of employees over there. When you should have checked all these things. Now say 1 year when the panic in the birthday, I invite and you to for Akudam. Oches come and say, hey, I'm coming to investigate you. Meaning say GRA, you have not been serious, and this is what I keep saying about GRA.
Okay.
I always have issues with them because me feel say they are underworking, and that's why they are underperforming. Almost at the targets are. They say we have exceeded our target, and they be not complaining. Say we have only few people in the tax bracket. How come say we have majority of our people outside the bracket? And no, so we are Yejuma. You're supposed to go out there and fish all those outside the tax net and bring them to the net. What one is in birthday no. Sena openye kase. Birthday no ICGs no. Oye ebia ewo lighthouse sorry anka. How would you know say? You see the whole thing. I bet there's some anka GRA for your music. And I think they should leave the gentleman alone, and we should celebrate some of these things. I don't have a problem. Say, you feel say the guy is doing some deals. It's not on the right way. The law must handle the person. I don't have any problem. But if you don't have any concrete evidence, leave the guy to. And we should be open to people who are becoming rich. When you go to the Americans and those things, we show some of them their story, how they began everything. Some of them, Charlie, go move fast, anyway, but they're celebrating them.
Say your coin there. What to petition 1 gallon, 1 tot to say. Crawford you Uganda.
Also, on the papa, the Maakye TV. And also, this kind of business.
Now, TV need the ton petition now. Never born. And Crawford says, yeah, one more no petition ton yene. And there's a woman in our billionaires. I am more montre your quiet on a yin I am fast because most say you to cry. Yes, sir.
I didn't say Nipano to me a film na say Obia. The way we are handling the guy now, no. I bet you the right path to pass. I was when you be. Wow, meaning say in a society we don't encourage the young to be rich. Because my point is say long time ago we should have known the personal income. The company profit. We should have known all those things. Say, and you be or the right thing. 1 year, Nippon Bible did in the birthday. So I say $1.5 million. If I own Usika, then I said, John, Ebizai, Usika Ira. Wow, yes, Unibia. Just allow the person now on them. Otherwise, you should have done your work long time ago. And Charlie, we should allow the young one. Now, it should rather mentor some of the young ones. Not so much with some capital. We should have more of our young people becoming rich in the country. We are too happy with poverty in the country too much.
On say, Kwame, so called Nigeria. Almost said that deliberately, almost said that creating millionaires.
Yes.
It is not only Dangote on a rich Nigeria.
They have a lot
they have a lot of rich people in Nigeria. And I read it from somewhere about 10 years ago. I almost say by 2030, there are some people who are buying and creating a serene environment for them. By 2030, Nigerians will be raising 200 billionaires in Nigeria. You understand? Almost so bad. Be take you over from the likes of Dangote and the others. So the bichi. Eti Kwame, see if you create an environment for people to get money and say, talking about the taxes, I wouldn't blame the person because this country, it didn't depend on the pay taxes. Because GRE for me at
Yeah.
Mr. Foriata 2021 budget statements was say nipe say taxes in this country. It's about 12 million or 11 million to 12 million. But nipe taxes our this country is not even up to 3 million. You understand? It means that Enkofu him say so much tax, but they don't pay it. And to obey and pay tax. So it is the onus of Ghana Revenue Authority to draw people's attention.
Exactly.
You understand? Draw them attention. If they know, say, because there are some businesses you honor, a closed business. It be a hinterland business. When we say hinterland business, there's a business a shady. Jamaican watches.
Underground economy.
But there come a open there. You should be able to know. Say the panel. So
no, it's the right term in economics. We call it underground economy.
Yeah.
And they don't contribute to the GDP calculations. And that is the work of the GRE. Say
the panel. Oh yes, I did not. SSC check. You put them on check. So you have sat down for the guy to do all these things. I feel about it. But you see, I do agree with you. Baby na me no ya adwene pa se aya ye share ye ho ne ye nwini ye buo kakra ti asma me kan enye sika mi ni biti se abrante mi hia me Kwame mi hia me ne ho kire me me size me level for no de me catch yourself me also me no me de enti mi hia me so that can don't come. But the thing is that mi ni sika ti se abrante ni sika ne ye chemu bia billions crown wa ebia binya bi. But Kwame,
yes.
Oh yeah, dear, no, I very careful. Omanya, yes, celebrating independence. Cry say, Kwame, in this case, celebrating independence.
Yeah,
such a state do everything in line with the state.
I don't know.
Say, next year, some cry, Kwame, would it be a problem? You understand? And a President Kufuor timer. On Kaso man Yenisika, would it be a problem? But at this particular moment that you see Yenisika, don't find and you want Kaso personal money. So the BT. But yes, but you have to apply you have to apply a native wisdom. But make sure the reason why
do you know why I disagree with him? America
the reason why
no, let's put this one into America's debt to
I know.
But Elon Musk is one of the richest in America. Bill Gates and so on.
That is
the fact said a money doesn't mean say we shouldn't have rich people personally.
I'm not saying that we shouldn't have the rich people.
No, you are saying say money need be into.
No.
They should have checked the way and
what I'm saying is Kwame, I have already said it. Say, elsewhere they deliberately create millionaires. Even South Africa they do. You go to Germany they do. Me I be reading white. Me read white, so I know all these things. And then the first time I make us ask him, we say no. Then what I'm saying is, as I say, we baby, you apply native wisdom. The reason why I'm one, and Kofu be bringing sad. The reason why I'm one, obu collapse na mo business e wo decide no winter me na me catch because there was a cabinet meeting say the guy no operate illegally but obi ameka say na mo adi sika da what is obi amamante meka say na mo adi sika at that time obi amamante meka say na mo afa sika na mo ready who say yakoto kama Veronica Gafasa wan abra the thing kan na nka yehunu ade a ebe boa na mo campaign no yakoto fia dia ma Shatawale yakoto to first class one why dia ma Stone Boy Beke di ne birthday abranti yakwa gina bronsan so and $2 $100 note you are a dollar note or to go ababa wa issue sa they say you are wasting the money it is your own money but can we say sika na egu ono eyan kofu sika and ya dia bro sa so Jamaica no what say ubetimi do profit na ye so ubetimi do profit na aye by ye omanya we don't appreciate greatness that is our problem eti Ghana has say no we sikani na una sika na yanku sikani start investigate too or down for they want to put you under and na me say what we sadi we say no why you very careful Kwame
okay
we celebrate a birthday then calling your friend say be a Ghana penifo afrefu omni na we are not my business lectures be any idea people will still see you as a big man. Jamaica Racha said, people still have a big man.
But to be frank with you, me, I said last year, me campaign, my young colleagues who say, no, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I see me power.
But,
me can't report say, now, that last year, me, I campaign, I make all run. Obian so means say, Charlie young colleague guy with you. No, because yes, but to be frank with you, it never occurred to me. I know his business very well. Because I mean, that's
very careful about
but it never occurred to me.
I'm very careful about this guy.
All right, my Dr. Ramsey actually na me man akwaba na
movement for change.
We go settle our bills small thing, don't worry. Creative one year that was say we spent almost $3.5 million. Now it be 30 million where we don't go fee pay. Yate.
For the party, no $3.5 million.
Yate. Mubetia. Where there's a problem there. Dr. Ramsey marching.
Speaker.
Yes.
Mima wahwefo ni na ni watiefo ni na marching. Ene menua ziga ni aloti mima omuni na marching. Deto so baako no nsema mo kikani ni na no I believe in capitalism and wealth creation. Onim say oman we Omaya, as Ziga reiterated, we do not support greatness. We do not cherish and appreciate greatness. Kwame Nkrumah. Richard Niyamakwe is somebody that I say is celebrating a net. And I'm saying this on various grounds and in my own personal capacity as a person who has experienced some form of entrepreneurship, being a product of the Silicon Valley of China, Richard Amakwe or ye bibi, but ye ni end shut down torso ye. Ni our company BFN Quick Angels. And now Mino Kasano. He has been able to invest Sika. He has built the largest food chain in Ghana, which is Chicken Money Pizza Man.
Yeah.
Supported a young man from KNUS. But one young man like this from KNUS, our dream say obe build a food chain way ewa Krom Hanum. And then we show a hospitality industry now. A year ago, how many Ghanaian companies dominate that space? Koshe is dominated by the Indians, the Lebanese, and what have you. You must be here. Sorry, only a chop bar. No, I mean not to denigrate some of our chop bars or whatever. But what we know is just bought 2x4. Be now what's a chop bar. Ne de kika ne ton agwamu eno no. But there's nothing innovative in that space. Ghana for year, and the few Ghanaians that are doing that too, they lack that support. Abane mebo Speaker.
Me too.
Who try my abane ababo. And there's a vision in the uncle Siaga. Intino Richard Niyamakwe has to be celebrated. yes, he spent his money lavishly, or he showed some form of opulence. But the question is that if you earn your money through your sweat, there's no law in Ghana that should tell you how to spend it.
Exactly.
And so it's not an illegality. And the fact that GRA would wait till birthday no na omokoye investigation said odi omokani na. The department right for tax recovery, those heading those departments have to be probed. Speaker, Maminchiro Adi witness here about GRA. I'll not mention the restaurant's name, but I'll tell you something today that I witnessed about the operation of GRA. One night, when you said me de me pe dessert pa, manu me de kakara.
Oh yeah, guys.
There was a dessert place.
Dog or a guy brutal.
There was a dessert place. Me call dessert. Na GRA van bi ebe parki wo ho, and omo team era sa restaurant no. No knowing say omo nipa oye penyu a head of a department. Why no ho say your customer na otena se na oni maame bi edi nkomo e wo ho wo order aduane di. Nti GRA operatives no ba ye na omo ho say there be business no almost system no is not receipt system no any GRA system so no.
Okay.
And almost try some person almost shut them down. And almost yi machine no almost easy machine no at the core. Guess what? Papa na otina ho oye GRA executive bako. And I'll call owner no ho no catch us oh dey na si. Owner say oh asem na to me nim because local GRA for no omoba omo you okay with the way I operate. Me nim so omo tafre no kakra na omo akọ. Enti no papa no ma no ne card. And I say oh bibi ni a o de fafa me so me solve it out. So seeing that move no, I approached the owner. I said what was happening? I said GRA for na ebe we. Enti me gi owner the number just to track whatever that's happening. To my surprise, the person paid a bribe of over $10,000 to that man. May catch when to the GRA. And you know,
that's a serious allegation.
May catch you say, Mr. Speaker, I am telling you emphatically, I am not going to mention the name, and I'm not interested. GRA is a corrupt institution. Nobody should hide from that.
It's true.
GRA is a highly corrupt institution. If you cannot say it like a man, I'll say boldly here. I'm not scared of anybody. Ghana.
Provided you have the evidence.
And I may catch us, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I am not a propagandist. I am a realist. Anytime I speak, I always have some form of integrity and facts to what I posit here. GRA is a very corrupt institution. And you know, there should be the last institution of audit. They should audit, they should check themselves first. And that is why I'm calling on the president and the finance minister to make sure say GRA no omudi omunsa be kukomu and enact certain reforms in GRA. So Richard Niamakwe is somebody that we should celebrate. Somebody who puts his money and gambles on startups. He's an angel investor. Who share the likes of Mark Zuckerberg, the like of Elon Musk, these people were supported by angel investors who gave them seed capital. Me amitina hanu. Me war record China. I was supported by an angel investor. An angel investor for the people's understanding. Ayobia ordinary sika ebetu chacha startup mu.
Yeah, or the business in the
at the highest risk level of any business, because 95% of startups are
collapse.
It is a gambling. Until Richard Niamakwe is somebody that we should emulate and celebrate and raise, so that the other businessmen or more Ghana or more building businesses and names for themselves. They should create angel investment firms and support Ghanaian startups, so that we can be able to collectively reorient our economy from an import-driven one to an export-driven one.
Okay. May I say, 45 minutes after 8, quarter to 9. Mamina was a fair one join the your numbers no 055 0567 929 055 0567 929 and no any numbers are ye de Juma. Mamima Lote Sunamin on the petition to the president for the removal of the chief justice. Now people have said it been orchestrated. It been an agenda at what table? No, so even before NDC ever into power, and it is just a matter of they trying to implement it. Mamin Tio,
yo, Mr. Speaker, Mami fa kunya we enchia yina. Mr. J. Manchia, Ashefone T4.
Has that happening?
Say.
Meaning, when you're 40, that person celebrating here.
Me 45 years ago.
5 years ago.
I couldn't amass with me say birthday. But me bomb by say me do 15. Say na work no. Me to me birthday. I me so be friend me.
I see.
I'm friend me. That's why I'll show them say they are very lazy. They're not doing their work very well. And I'm making me say last year me campaign. My young cost say Richard Niamakui could even pay an amount to artists. Me you call super anchor. I would have gone there to mobilize funds for my campaign.
I see.
And the mechia actually phone yina no pay na machia ora John Dramani Mahama so no pay. Ebi obi na me shano na me nkoso a man nyansa na hondina ontimi fan lady na me chia me maami so Dr. Valerie Soya no pay. Na Mr. Speaker,
yes,
issue that table no say no. I think it's very simple. People have issues with the Chief Justice. And there have been several petitions before the president, but on the petition the bar say these are weightier and I say and I say and among the lot I buy 3 of them we share in sema or president they are weightier issues. We are issues of interest. Say on me say a domain this part into a tight sem. Their weightier issues are onto me sweep them under the carpet. And the right thing is as far as our laws are concerned, Article 146, it has to refer to the Council of State. Now almost not say advise our president enya and send order mom if there's anything to go by near lawyer for every prima facie case be a then from there now a committee, a 5-member committee will be set up. Now uti and I say ukain Article 146 that member committee 2 should be Supreme Court judges, not 3 should be ordinary Ghanaians among MPs, among members of the Council of State, and they are not also members of the legal fraternity.
Yeah.
Then they should look into the issues and say almost some recommendation. The president is bound by the recommendations to also give either a sack warrant and I say Obama Chief Justice but now I think it's in the right direction, and that is good governance because say petition about president and him if he has taken the unilateral decision say once we have to make sure Chief Justice make fear. That is where we can all fault the president in the Derby and you cannot just take a decision, but you have to go according to the constitution, Article 140. So I think it's in the right direction. It will be difficult for Ghana for the content of the 3 petition. But me nyayanka Ghanaians will know Nyankrofo Edi 2 Sapi Panosono no be will stop this speculation and it's NDC who has issues there. It's not about NDC. NDC before the election and him say ye Chief Justice there Obi him say she has to cross the age of 70, retired age of 70 per the constitution. But say Bibi Kwana is here which has to do with unknown management style, any malfeasance, any issue with this is the channel we have to go through. And until now petition eba ora Muhammad him was 3 of them containing issues you can't just sweep under the carpet the appropriate court say and I think we should all relax na Council of State in I believe say Hono is not only about NDC for. Don't forget, say apart from say President appointee, I think about 11 or so to add no, and I say 10 to add no. 16 of them were voted across the length and breadth of this country. Now 16 now you voting more money so. It doesn't mean say Omunina mo winning NDC for. I don't think so. Wow. So there will be a balance in terms of judgment, and I say Omo report I be PM from that particular unit. As a Council of State, I believe there will be a balanced report. I bet you say whether the committee should be set to look into the issues. Now, Obie who say this is the right way. So it's for good governance, and I don't think say we should be blaming the NDC. NDC before they came. No. Yes, we had issues, and they mean we had issues. Send a report BIAP from the Supreme Court. Yanmos FC BBR 70 50 70 no. Now it was a serious concern for Ghanaians because you can't tell me say any issue beyond 82 no Obia doing echo the same. I mean it's not possible. Yanya one dissenting views Obia and diverted from the same analysis no. Now Obia doing echo say. Now on say some of the findings are APA and I say judgment are APA from Supreme Court they be American one same no. Has to do with the issue of the birth set, the birth certificate. To the extent say, Omoka say birth set cannot determine who a Ghanaian is. I was shocked, and I say, but this same birth set is the primary document for Ghana card. It's the same document for passport. So how come the birth set cannot determine who a Ghanaian is? Some of the things and we had serious issues with the judgment and as a pronouncement of the Supreme Court. But I know the reason why say it should be about the president will rush and take in decision. The president is going according to the dictates of the Constitution, according to Article 146. And I think that we should all be patient and then support the president.
Wait for the outcome.
Yes.
Of it.
Say a ban say issues on the table. No, say she must be removed from that place. Why not? Sebani say nothing of that sort should be done. I believe President Mahama will do it according to the recommendations of the Council of State and now the committee that will be set to look into the issue.
Very well. Mame Embra, now report my deal.
Okay, Kwame. Kwame said Ghana has say Supreme Court judge be offer to her. Let's say what kind of article no 146 no let's say or follow within the normal the article need demand no say e bit be the after so they remove the pan say Kwame okutomu there's no way say CSP the pan they make an watch say but Kwame yenye exercise be wasi make I say Chama Madam Charlotte say omu petition ura Madam Charlotte say no. This is how it happened. We read the Article 44 clause 2-3 of the 1992 Constitution. STT say the chairperson of the EC shall have the same terms and conditions of service as Justice of Court of Appeal. You understand? So if you read the terms and conditions, it's like the same thing of Court of Appeal. Just a Court of Appeal, a DBA enjoy, immunity be enjoy. Say be a Becca say, untimi remove no until say, you understand? At the same condition, and a EC, your friend say, chairperson, so okay. So, Court of Appeal, or say a justice of the Court of Appeal. Then you read Article 146. The Article 146, you know, Kwame so read here, and also so actually say 146 no so say won't me remove a justice of the superior courts.
Yeah.
So a justice of superior courts. When I read let me pen na ready. Okay, any. Or say Article 146, removal of justices of superior courts and chairman of regional tribunals. A1. A justice of superior courts or a chairman of a regional tribunal shall not be removed from office except for stated misbehavior or incompetence or on grounds of inability to perform the functions of his office arising from infirmity of body or mind. Chesi ebetimi ayisa nipa no superior court of a justice of superior court na chebi or misbehave and as was show gross incompetence. That's one. Inability to perform bia no oyare ye declare ne se bia the body munu enko ye ni ade. Eti se 146 ne kase superior court of a justice of superior court. Who is the justice of superior court? A justice of superior court here, a supreme court judge, a superior court.
Yeah.
Justice of appeal court, a superior court. On and on and on. Then you read the article 44, clause 2-3 of the 1992 constitution where you remove a mad the immunity no or say justice of court of appeal. So it tells you that the EC boss no so be you know it is equal to removing a justice of superior court. A chief justice a justice of a superior court.
Yeah.
Chief justice a justice of superior court. Now Tamana ni Madam Charlotte Osem. There was a group called Concerned Workers of Electoral Commission. And one petition say you remove Madam Charlotte Osem. Now 6 pages a page petition no omo de buy no Kwame. It was not withheld. Yamfan kwasha kokuamu. It was all over the place when the text came out. Yeni na ye hubi ne ebinie omo say in 6-page petition dated Thursday, July 13, 2017, and signed by their counsel, Maxwell Opoku-Agyeman, the group accused the EC boss of misconduct, citing breaches of some provisions of the 1992 Constitution, as well as the Public Procurement Act, Act 63. Etu obuno so etre adequate ye petition. Kwame. That petition will be able to be in Canada. I'm telling you.
The Akwa president who
me na me catch up Kwame. SSC ehunu Kwame.
me too.
There's a council of state who kobugu ma meneswa na yakwara se buy. It should come out so that it will have a public trial. Yeyenti no mo ho. Obia ne no ho this country. We are all under the law. Et you say bam me say my men you say incompetence inti and ye you ana say incompetence ne ye state at the country man ye incompetent say Madam Charlotte say yes procurement breaches any abuse of office is 500 million what the question say jacuzzi be on the office in some basa didn't now was a hardcore evidence and ne back side it is ye kase Madam ye incompetence then yenina ade na ese oye incompetence or incompetent enti sad no ni interrogate say the judgment be o make here the decisions be o make here no was a sheer incompetence and I say na deliberate they make an watch say yeah we have to judge it as so say ye hunu bi see a kase bia misbehavior one misbehavior so the be che and also say ye hunu say sad ye misbehavior na say misbehavior Kwame SSC ehunu ne de to so biem President Mahama ye besre no this is a reset agenda senkofo bi na ye bia Kwame it means that near baby and omodi aba be do baby so take us back to where we used to baby and near water dan and no there your friend say the reset agenda na Kwame ye ka kwasa tieni yo President Kufuor Justice Kwame Appiah was 1995 to 2021. The man was not 2021 na President Kufuor na papa na time so here no koi. But President Kufuor did not orchestrate your friend say the remover. And they say bia na nsem no hu because somebody from the military Judah from the days of President Rawlings Sahaba do 2021. And if you read Professor Kwame Appiah book working with Rawlings was at a point when NDC 2000 election, when the NDC people realized that they can't win the election, they were consulting judges and lawyers. They want to use the Rosemary Equam type judgment to make sure, compare interpretation of Article 66, to make sure, say, Rollins Benja Tetem. And this man, he still popped up. You understand? And it was all over the place. It was not Professor Kwame Appiah and the Epeja Sasaraman Kofo. Now people knew this story. But President Kufuor did not base it. There are some people who know me orchestration. So this man, as a semi harassing a maniko. Kwame, Madam Georgina Wood, or Bayern. Yes, we flooded President Kufuor through that woman. We flooded the judicial system with NPP judges. And it's uncle for no. You understand? Frustrations upon frustrations. We saw Mr. Kwesi was the rice issue. He was not able to jail. Yanjelia Samoa Boati, Tarzan, Mr. Rekubrebe, and no offer, Kwame Appiah Kubi, double court. A buy court to be a buy court to be a buy edifor. That informed Mr. Kwame, the former majority leader and the chairman of NDC. Say, there are too many ways to kill a cat. You understand? Out of that frustration, even President Mills and President Mahama at that time, they did not champion the removal of the Chief Justice. And their president, yes, okay. We should be very careful. And yes, this country, we keep marking unnecessary time with things. We are doing the right thing, but my push away, Afena Kwame and destroy this country. The progress of this country will be stagnant. Afena Yakabe Bifako, Debiana backbite, Weba. Member me ye we suba member me de me hit away we suba member me hit away. We will move to anywhere.
I say, Doc, Mariam Rouse, let me tell.
Yo, Kwame Speaker. Asama Ziga de buy and master to oh baby or giant. I think sir Ghana ye per se ye solve your issues right. We have to deal with the root cause. We tackle the leaves, the branches, but we don't go down to the root cause. Oshe Mo Ibrahim Governance Index now. Yeah, judiciary, autonomy has declined by 50%. Oshe the Afrobarometer report now. Ghanaians have lost trust in our judiciary. And the major factor it's the polarization of our judiciary by partisan politics. Inti Speaker, asama aba ene yeni na Ghana for asumne se ombeso mo yi maame Chief Justice Tokono. Na I don't think that is the best way to go about it, even though I also have certain legitimate nyama against the actions awaye whilst in office. Here, say you per se, you making sure say Ghana, your governance system will be strengthened. We need to abolish, number one, Article 89 of the 1992 Constitution. The Council of State should go. And then I not make a some way now Obika say but there's elections at various regions. We have 16 regions. Not Ghana, there were 10 regions. The president, under that same article, has the power to appoint 11 people into the Council of State. And to balance 11 against 10. Of course, there's some form of political influence. It's just by coincidence, say, there were 16 regions into Namudoso. Into the best way to go, because I know what politics has done to this country. We should abolish the Council of State and bring in a second chamber of parliament, Brony friend of bicameral parliamentary system. Now, sa bicameral parliamentary system, no, ye de ba, sa second chamber, no, omubenya kwanya, and I'll tell you which elements will make up that second chamber. Sa second chamber, no, ye de ya ahemfo ebeshemu. Now, Obi say, I am for there, sincere the omoye politics. But Kwame, the reason why you are him for no air politics, they say, omu pe punto ama omu crofo. So they have to lick the boots of some politicians. That is the reason why Yahufu Bebre Omoya politics. Some mutina them the kasa. Omutimi catch them masa. Say manyewe me maya midisuno. Me won crofo omo share mase. Me ntimi nyamboa anasika and di me manso and fa puntu mba. Entina Yahufu no omoya politics. But if we are able to amend this clause or this article in the Constitution and empower our chiefs through a bicameral parliamentary system, your youth-based organization, to say NUCs, ni Grassac, ni de Kika Hono, they would have a representation there. Your trade union, ni organized labor, would have a representation there. Academia, CSOs, more for media, would have a representation there. So that move together, no, you a political non-state entities, no, you would have the power and the mandate by law to appoint heads of independent constitutional body. Ti say CJ no. Intina no etna say obi mu sa chamber no appoint CJ na. The CJ will not act in a political manner to favor party A or another party B because enyo mu no mo de ne ba ho. We know how this country is being run. Intina say see the petition na president ko appoint the same thing na. It's not going to solve anything. Salota say asem o de ba ye no. Ye no fi ho no. Has anything changed? The institution, the EC is declining. Nothing has changed. So that is not the way forward. We should amend the Constitution and give the mandate to an independent apolitical body to appoint heads of various independent constitutional bodies so that we can be able to strengthen our governance structure in this country. And of course, Obi Beka said, Yesu kra the Bible by Prophet Muhammad the Quran by na so sa nipa di boni, of course. And it's the boni ni papa the discretion of everybody. But me hope is Ghanaians would adapt to a new form of ideology that would inculcate patriotism in our day-to-day lives, so that you better your mind. Mami can't you be speaker? Uncle target me with my surname and say that is the reason why I have interest in politics. I mean, somebody like President Kufuor groomed us. Yes. But the reason why I have joined the political league and advocating for good governance in Ghana is inspired from my time in China. Uko China, not only Chinese what na siya. Omudo ema omo mine one share akra okra no obedo China kra as woman. They are highly patriotic. And the history of China, baby China, everybody baby omo bedru no has inspired a lot of we young Ghanaians and then we pese so sa Ghana etumi tu pong edru baby pese edru. And you know, if we want to solve issues of our governance, let us tackle this book. Okay. Because most of the problems I have Ghana no is a book we mu.
All right, me that say, doc, my kind messages ni biya abba na minue na zero so baby no late. Teacher Kujo, anyway, free tepa ide abba. I really wanted Dampare to stay because he has not shown any bias towards the NDC when they were in opposition. President Mahama and his government officials know better than we, the Ghanaian people, do. God bless you, Mr. Speaker, and your team. Thank you for a message out there. Amir Francis said the Abba or say, please, Speaker, I'm not in support of the removal of the former appointees, but they always work against the current government. So CJ must go. Thank you for your message. Speaker, good morning. Please ask Ziga if he is comfortable with our judicial system under this woman. Benyasika Odiwe Free Akim Wenchi Anede Abba. Thank you. Speaker, good morning. Better work for people in this country. President Mahama and his NDC party should be patient because we have the Supreme Court. They have a power. They have a power and can do everything to that Supreme Court. Send my greetings to the NPP people and Syria callers. Thank you for a message. Speaker, good morning. They should leave Chairman Ni Maakye to enjoy his money and his wealth, and even if it's alleged that he is owing some taxes, it is the GRA who did not shine their eyes and did not do their job well. They sat on their job. They should stop sleeping and do their job. Mr. Ni Amakwe is helping numerous Ghanaians across the length and breadth of our country. He should be allowed to operate. Victor Odiwe Ede Abba. Victor, thank you for a message. Good morning, Speaker. If the NDC wants to remove the CJ because of unanimous decision, what happens to all the judges who sat on those cases? A very good question you asked, though. May I say any message, Jones Ediwe Freeman Sutton to Chrome Ede Abba. Mr. Speaker, good morning. It's not fair to Dr. Bawumia to crush Nananum and Ashanti regional minister, okay? If you see how Dr. Bawumia is speaking, seems like he's still the vice president of this country. But what he did in Kumasi yesterday was uncalled for. Thank you. Eric Kwekubu, Patriotic Voices. Congratulations to the minority in parliament. Now, the speaker lifted the suspension on the 4 MPs. Speaker can't hold the heat from the minority in parliament. Until the majority in parliament will do the right thing, the minority will continue to keep them in check, so they will have their peace. Thank you for your message. This is all the NPP party knows. How to do false allegation everywhere you go and sleep as a Ghanaian. They don't want us to see the progress of this country. George Kwebe, voter, and I'll free at the buy. George, thank you for a message. My man na keachi na me man na kwaba. Na ke imagine.
Yeah, Speaker.
Na empombo ko there.
I already had them non pipe once me hoya pa.
And I pay the ampasi. Mami ntiwe yen shashi. Na newa late so.
Say Odaroma. Minim baby amakodro. Because me sem started the whole thing
Mami ntiwe on the petition for the removal of the Chief Justice. Na yen tuaso.
That's it. Menchia Kessben TV ne radio ahwefo ne TV nyina. Na menchia menu na ma yehia ha. Na mensre TV say omonfa nche me the traffic o me kwan so na no den pa yi. Motorway ne so minim say kwan no mu ye ntia agina ma che kakra. Speaker.
Onia.
The nyina ye busa ne say what do we want to achieve as a nation? On my way, where is our focus? The and the continue here. And any baby, I can mean ya batwe. Now you hear president, you hear leadership there because they cause we there. For Republic, I feel say we are disappointing this nation with this kind of you do me, I do you game now ye play. I was say bedroom pempenswa. Yen nyina ye betimi ate ase say baby here bedru no o man nji kire ne ye me last week na me kan one say if you talk about resetting and you come and continue what you claim was bad then revisiting now ye resetting there was him ampani bi atwa mu ye ya na enye no o condemn ye when you were in opposition you are repeating the same mistakes enti what dey dey a friend resetting man ye you are just revisiting the past to punish those you think you can punish. Now they are satisfied, ego, any whatever you want to achieve. But I think, say, ye kwaye nimno. They also mind ye nyina ye. Di kind, yen constitution I said na doctor eka ho asem. Me 3 year constitution who did the aya kick. Enye digital constitution. Hey, analog constitution.
Enye 21st century constitution.
Hey, analog. And no digital and put up a satellite. Enti aya cake. Constitution we de mai alotema na omo hemo ze am be di conform to yatem. Because the young guys never they are smarter than the constitution. What am I say? The young lawyers, the young judges never no. Constitution no betimi the constitution that where the body be brave. Collapse is baby womb.
You think the constitution will solve all our problems upon amendment?
Speaker, say you say constitution. You know the nation, every nation is guided by the rule of law. Law na ebo who by na say ehwe so nefa bobra law na chia. Law na chia o. Uji. Mampani da eba san ba biyimu no. Me, let me be very emphatic here. Sabi obi a waba ben mu pen. Na Ghana for to betia massively. No akọ no masama opportunity se brabiem no. I think these mistakes no here in the early stage now was repeating them one. He should be master over this. Let Ghanaian know say Chief Justice Tokunu, she can be there, she can even be the EC chair. If Ghanaians want to vote you into power, they will still vote you into power. Speaker.
Yes.
My member clear example. Your opposition. And about some young come for former EC boss you. And yes, Charlotte say they are few answer Charlotte say but Afrajan.
Yes.
But Afrajan they declare former president go for president 2000. 2004. I think 2018 was one. 2012 election Charlotte say be Abraham Afrajan didn't adwuma be we spoke whatever we need to say against Charlotte say involvement in EC. Charlotte say they declare Mampeni Akufo the president. And this is taking Jane Mensah into the books, you know. Oma did not tell my 10 year be eventually Jane Mensah declare NDC as winner. It should tell we politicians that we have been stupid. Because I thought that the election are won at the polling station. Speaker said Ghana foresee a problem Masiga. There's no way say EC chair bet me transfer changing no. Because polling station coalition center biano NDC need na ho MPP need na ho. It ye bet me a calculation who the way we need. What am I say? It's about time also say na we no. Me dey nka me feel say Mampeni obey take standard, obey certain standard. Some mistakes are more and I said Kufuado yi and I'm so auditor general why you yeah they repeat those mistakes no. And then Mr. Speaker I dey also
You chart a new path.
what you say new transition now you say dey ba na why the same thing na moye dey twa mu dada na ye nyine cassette I say atwam ndi kwan say so no eno na mugu so amoye now even say okofa Sabe, Professor Mills yere edini be Chief Justice who feel say okokum ni Paul because say we ndisi ndi ko fie free.
Kessben.
Mr. Speaker.
Dabi.
Who feel say okobokro no because we ndisi ndi ko fie free. Mo ma yan hwane ntoto ye niema ye ni nya de na de ye de. Ye say wo man no. Okyena enchirima beba be di atem. Na me de na me feel say in fact once me try few days bo Mampeni abaso. The kind of appointment the young guys were involved into the governance, you know. Now me feel say they are bringing the digital ideas to transform this nation. But I say cake ye encoded anybody.
Kessben.
I'm not here one day when Munyamba couldn't see a bit of management. What I call attorney general, meaning sense and Cabasus also. And a sabi, meaning you see at times the speaker. Here young political parties need to mean my deans and unity. Usia the reasonable NDC person, he will tell you when the nisha he. But the same person in my microphone will be defended.
Kessben.
I hear the side of mine. Mama yen ni mira also. Ni enya Ghana first. Who change Chief Justice Anway? Opa o dey also pro constitution requirement dey na ka so bet me appoint enipa 6 million dey akọ Supreme Court who appoint omu gugu ho no ma what will change?
Nothing.
I think say we should be masters of the game there Mr. Speaker
Okay.
ye gu ye ho anim ase ne ye say wo man no ochena enchirima beba say ye ntimi ansia no na so ochena alote be president a obi otia ne na so secondary school days
Abega punish.
Oba punish you. I don't know possible. Me won punishment means because minimum no do. Because this what you say.
Yes,
And no na cause we be seen you. What did see was special prosecutor of the time and your friend say Papa Martin Amidu. Special prosecutor. I can't talk on the you say it in Tokwa. If you talk anyone their position their man or they fight here. Dear Kwasi and dear Kwasi in so Yatiti be say Binum to cry it in Tokwa. It will who some ground home basem. What is this?
Okay.
Moma Yenshe ni Yan Ghana first and none many penny bidding como. Ahaya Burkina Faso about 3 weeks ago. Nami wa Burkina Faso. Now if you look at the number of equipment I have the video, videos. earth moving machines,
construction
construction machines.
Yeah.
That day na economy no mo na ekwa. Omo yi ni be more than 2 weeks. But the first batch no, me no na me di omo chi. Ba say no mo content eje mi san wo mo ho. Now him machines young guy no e dey ko kromo na ko he developmental project ahodo.
undertake
here. Oh yeah.
Sure.
Me see the next 5 years to come. Burkina Faso benya diamond na buru ni paso. A diamond is we ni panting. Now busa on so pa yen fi ha Ghana. I thought that in the name of politics, any sebe, permit me to say the Jimmy. Ya sisa $200 million, Mr. Speaker. And the ama contractor say, "Onko si affordable housing, Emma Ghana for." Let's put political differences aside. Besina me no kasei. Contractor no, ye mo ni di me bia o. Ye MPP NDC, ye jiminti. MPP NDC, allocate way contract in your name the man. Ya farmer me, dog ya the man. See the way ye be. And ye tell radio so TV so near defending kwasi asem contractor net ni baby did enjoy. Sika so auditor ba ben nyina tire say ye tua to contractor na account mu. The first record bi mfa me ho. Yan twedi sika ne call nsem na so. Na won kire wo mo no mu di ye.
All right.
We are jokers. We should stop joking.
May I say,
Pascal will come Ibrahim Touare. Na kwashe project out $200 million. Dubai for betim the assessor of my December. Ada ye di abodam.
May I say, my main fast that be Emma Sadik na adope Sadik Adaroba. One more abwa ye. Elephant heba mestra. Mpacho a quick pa. Uyo bia utainya a ye burning sensation. Adope ni na no ono numbia a beko. I feel whispering na a ye we ya. Usisi no mpacho yo honhia enye ye anope ya the elephant heba mestra no edia ba constipation ana achiwa anope numbe na ebetu ni nyina no ase edia ma Sadik heba powder purely natural 100% herbal na etukoko bia no ase elephant ointment ya di twitwi ya poso ya pain reliever kese pa anope se wutie me na waposo yo ya ubefra dwuma ba na ho nyina yo ya wo hwa ya na wo hu se wo nan no eso peja pacho anope yusu Sadik elephant ointment na emoa na wonso fatwitwi ebeboa wo ye pa pacho pendodo moto kanshi drug label Kobedia Enterprise Kings Work Herbal Repast Ventures and Afetinated Herbal Hilos Herbal na wetimi akwa Jode tema Little George Pharmacy Shaman Echoes Pharmacy in Koko Hillside and Afe Kumase Kolinak Misty Apidank and Afe Freddy Mens ewo KO Mama Becky eho nyina wo kwa obenya bi open dodo mo tu a for one more on 0244 153 511 0244 153 511 and after 0557 997 797 na wone Sadik Herbal Center for any enkomo Sadik womo ebejo so na afi etimi aboa oyi no pe womo adaroma na etimi aboa Kwasi do Herbal Spiritual Center Daroma GD Herbal Mr. Abedra my so natural and herbal medicine and they take it away arthritis, general body pains, and fighting or precompare it was here at the mouth. I pay you to be na ebebo GD Herbal Mr. dear and would drama so One person will treat you with typhoid, with joint pains, migraine, headaches. I hold where I was sitting in but you're in I bet you as couldn't be about menstrual and will drama so menstrual cramps. You should be a better. I say, wow, severe stomach pain, but you should take us here do heba. One more end where you na a bebo. But open it do to a Echoes Pharmacy with Dam Pharmacy. Was shy man, Echoes, was shy man. We pass ventures. Ewo Kaishi, Hello Herbal, Ewo Kaishi, Angel Herbal, any herbal shops are Hodwa Akadini na Ubenya be ato Ewo. I'll pay for 0558 639865 0558 639865. Not when it was more any my member, my big for no so I have in about 5 minutes as I said me wrap it up. Now wrap it up now you go. So do 1 minute we can't yes.
Me Mr. Sena yegina ye ka e studio asim say Ora Mahama Patrocrat say or ye Chief Justice. Sometimes let's put the issues in perspective.
Okay.
Ora Mahama enchiro krata say Oyi Chief Justice Debi. Ora Mahama enya petition concerning Chief Justice Ejuma na edition ni say na say na all manage the judicial service no. And wa hwem 3 of them no issues ewom. And they are appropriate courtesy. Say omomo hwem na say omomo say we have to go ahead and I say yentwambo fine, but let me can as you say Ora Masoriana or you Chief Justice Debi. That's the picture we are painting this from Debi. Now your president I say on call for would you name no. Among the issues bar. When speaker won't be you have to look into it. Also, now 3 of them no, they are deep cracks or issues over there. And all the appropriate.
And President Akufo-Addo did same.
Yes. So I don't see why we should be so. Let's wait. Say no. Me feel say we should rather be pushing say 3 na yedi man council of state no. Yen fan mad media for the young kind na yin hu niam na ewo mu no. That should be our focus. Rather than say yeah can say na mama yes mama he has not written a letter say Chief Justice. And also into me enya reporter he will just throw it away say munya ni amoka nyina hu nya Debi. Me know you now we don't work at the judicial service. For all you know even the 3 petition for all you know workers over there are part of it. Wow, unlike time I shall say no in conformity opposition up to now they are faceless. We don't know the names of the people who did that up to now. So what we should be pushing for full details of Nkrofona or more petition or Ramahama 3 na yediama council of state no. We should know the people and the content. That's what we should push for rather than making the I think as if you say Ramahama na or you wow. Time I say no up to now those who petition do have their names they were faceless up to now.
No, do you have
we never answer.
That's the question.
As you see and I say if you are like we never ask. Wow, it's be same one. Ora mama nchokra te bia say yen yi obi every baby nia ebeto the name no or the appropriate courtesy. So omunhwem na say insem bi wo mu a obeyin ya pass inform committee no then they will move from Article 147, 6, 7, 8 Econo and form the committee to deal with the issues. That is where, so sometimes, no, I think sometimes we should rather take our time rather than jumping the gun. We criticize the defendants near Econo. My master, share Kwabna Dubai. Baku for to me to 39 houses or to me to 27 at a go. When you talk about it. $7 million alcohol waste. We are here talking about say yeah this kind of Obisu
that crucifying him.
Crucifying what? Before document X yes no see take your time. No Sikana ye transfer a good company account NSB account no. On that same day no he moved the money from the company account into his personal account. There's a paper trail, all these things. On that same day, no, he moved the money to make payment for the houses. So who is crucifying who? Sometimes let's speak the truth. Wow. You see, can I ways no? We close our eyes on it. Baku for what toffee 27 at ago at Yarifa. Me no yina etia no, or China neba, and me no yina yemba Asia. Or no like I say, oh papa ambobra. Can you imagine? These are the issues you should rather talk about. We are wasting our ways. Na inti sadi pano owe ifa.
I don't know.
Sadi pano fienu when sibi.
And just when sibi.
When sibi ana.
Are you saying say?
When sibi ana. And I feel so yemamu. No. Because we are. Maybe we are because yemamu 8 years. 8 years say we should go into this issue. What did you bring out? Nothing. I wasting our time on it. Yemamu 8 years. Nobody see 1,500 houses. Say one in a year. You should have come out to tell us.
We'll continue that case, no.
Of course, we look into it. We look into it. At least 1,005 houses. It can save the military. It can have a place to sleep. Who there? Baku for Faisika. Etofie. Baku 39.
Say evidence near.
What are you telling me?
That's what
we are quite over it. What do you see? Look, COVID-19 is according to the COVID-19 definition account no. These are the things you are comparing us to hurry. Besides trial by no. Yamamu 8 years no. Send them this no. Is that how you stopping the money? These are the things we should all come out and say. And in America say, routine Yamaku no. What we are doing, we are wasting our time. Obi in Ejuma. Onye ni sika, onye ni baby. Efa ho. If the person is invading, what are you telling me? If the guy is invading tax, GRA, how come say the guy has several companies, more than 10? What are you doing at GRA? What are you doing? Then you come and say, into one birthday party, Anka, would you see say they pay NTR tax? What are you telling me? Then we come here and be insulting the guy. But see, Yanjano, let him celebrate his birthday. Who will be also celebrate your birthday? Otherwise, it's much ado about nothing. Let's encourage the young ones to be rich.
All right.
In a genuine way. Of course, I won't support any bad thing.
So me 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 7.
Last minutes are always dangerous.
Send
me my warning, early warning. Yo, I look at it.
2 minutes.
Assembly see ewo important na
Arabia the one grain to go from
Arabia your friend no Ajo Asafo former minister for gender
say from afar na billboard to today CCTV to friend come on some Ajo Asafo abekam
Ajo Asafo no we pie na
where did you
seven no speaker they be me catch you say the MPP. If I refer to the MPP as the Nice People's Party, now mo bebre mo ntiasie ene no se mo se no kro na pie Article 2 of the MPP Constitution, the aims and objectives are Section 23. It states categorically to respect and protect the Constitution of Ghana. Now, let me refer you to Article 21, 1A of the 1992 Constitution. It says that all persons shall have the right to freedom of speech and expression, which shall include freedom of the press and other media. Intino krata onimonyam for Justin Koja Frimpong adebetu odwa se ma obia nkasa emfa party no nsem no sebi no it is in contravention with their own constitution, because who I will say party na memetite no metite e they respect the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. Inti Article 21A na say your asema wo dia betu dwano o krata wa sign sema obi ankasa no it's in contravention. It is unconstitutional. Omunja maame no kan asem no kan kre na MPP edi Ghana for abropa, and when I say MPP I mean Nice People's Party. And as time goes on mubohu nsema ebepie me a metina ha no speaker say munya tem manum nsem. But as time goes on, no, meso sa no me de betu dwa. I thank you. And lastly, Mr. Speaker. And lastly, oh, mami family names. No, so lastly, Mr. Rowe. Onim say this me de betu dwa MPP ni NDC ni eni na eni so to for
no. C'est NDC ni
NDC ni MPP na make say
NDC ni
oh there be the man yes sir. Mr. Speaker onim say ekromofo no omo ye omo chiria na in the last 10 days of Ramadan no I am very critical ma kromofo ni na monim say yeah nkrofo ko sorry omo ko be say 12 upon 3 am akoye say all night service bisa intermestre employers, be it in the public sector and the private sector and all various academic institutions say in this last 10 days no omunya some form of grace period because Ghana has been a country that has absorbed everybody and we've had increased religious tolerance into no mesrom say omu worker and say omu student be ye late to class sebi na efiwe na just say maybe no muso sa no omo ye late na omo ankwasa omo fan use as excuse it asema me
no credit said yet and say mommy infant was said yet no I think say the nation has been fair. First, one day holiday, and then I need 2 days. Maybe. It is an hour can be half hour for so a year friend say fasting.
I don't call half hour.
Me nko half hour. Almost a fasting. Doesn't mean say almost workers. I'm coming.
Make night prayers.
Fasting anything no more night prayers. Ramadan more chiri come. Enti say half hour for so chiri come and almost 10 days grace period. Me to me Roman Catholic me ba Roman Catholic your membership almost half of the population, you know. Your man so 10 days grace period I saw adwuma na be kon say mesre. Mo me mfa no nto ni nkura ne se de tie na memra adwasafo asema na wo kan so. Mr. Speaker, I think the constitution amenu ya ne kan no. Ba bia ni ho aye MPP General Secretary aka bibi etia constitution no. Before General Secretary Babontia Bekasa no, even way before Adwasafo Bekasa no, na issue statement say yate election review committee who grievances be a wo bia, wo challenges be a wo bia no, go and give it to the committee. See Ghana sanity. And to say the Adwasafo ye wo bo media na man, say media na nya den na no. Media is solving the problem. Freedom of speech in Yama platform. You cannot gag her. Go and say whatever you want to say.
You cannot gag her just for
one platform.
Please.
You can't please speak to one platform.
Yes. May you quiet it.
You want to make again?
May you quiet you. You see, every institution have the rules and regulations. Now say open so catch them say ne movement for change. Say mo leader ekatiro say assembliesi obi anka na ntumo ho. Now say you don't even respect the authority. You don't respect the authority. And I just have made your character. Last week I was even supporting her. But to the extent of Babon Tiabeka say who is the general secretary? What do you mean? Say, oh, general secretary Timia Kasa. Now don't mean Kasa. General secretary spoke as the mouthpiece of the NPP. Who is Adwasafo?
Hey, Adwasafo is a member of.
Well, your former MP.
On your part of my party.
Only general secretary. Hold on. He is not on the same platform with the general secretary.
Obi can create on your party member. That is what you guys should stop.
Please.
Don't
put words in my mouth.
Obi can create on your Obia.
But what I'm trying to say is that Memetiano na me kasa. Oh, please.
Article 2, Section 23.
Yeah, me person with
former. Go and read your own constitution. Section 23. Article 2.
Over to your control, man.
Or your former deputy leader,
former minister. To protect the constitution and laws of the Republic of Ghana.
Hold on.
What does the constitution?
It's not the general secretary of the MPP. It is a general secretary issue statement. Say if general secretary calls me say Nana the I'll stop. I'm not here for myself. Adwasafo is a member of MPP, so he must abide by the rules of MPP. He's not bigger than she's not bigger than MPP.
But the rules of MPP are not bigger than the constitution of the Republic of Ghana.
And Tiama platform no. What they said they are going no.
Don't gag it. Let her talk. Don't gag it. Let her talk. Let her talk. Let her be free. Madam freedom kasa.
Constitution said you will protect and respect the Constitution of Ghana. Constitution of Ghana.
Gentlemen, I'm grateful for your time and obeying. Maminda Munida say Nana K is a member of the new Patriotic Party. Dr. Inusa Ramsey Movement for Change and Emmanuel Alote, a year 2024 parliamentary candidate of the NDC. And I came to go out of what we need to Kwame Appiah Kubi, Mr. Speaker. I must say a very big thank you. Sir Joe, any team near up next with Medford action. Yeah, they was see. I don't do me any hour. China. Yabasaba, na Yaba Betua. Good morning. Enjoy the rest of your day.